Johnson, and a little over 6 months ago, I got married to that handsome fellow right over there. And now that I have him, I don't want to lose him. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. And unfortunately, he does have a history of skin cancer in his family. But we love to be outside at the beach, hiking, kayaking, whatever. So our day normally goes like this. I follow him around all day with one of those spray bottles, just reapplying suntan lotion all day long. And you can imagine how much he loves that. And we have been known to get into some arguments over my suntan lotion stocking. But no more with reigh. reigh is a small wearable device that will measure his UV, or anyone's UV, and radiation levels. It's wearable, and we have multiple different attachments, so anyone can decide how they want to wear it, on your shorts, on your shoe, as a band, however you want, that will make you feel comfortable. And then all I have to do is download the app, and I can follow all day his exposure. So I only have to bug him if his exposures are high. I'll push him into the shade or give him a hat or something. And I'm not the only one that thinks this is a great idea. Of everyone we polled, 1/3 of the people said that they would buy it right away. And we have a very enthusiastic market with 5 million people being treated for skin cancer in the US alone. And all 7 billion of us really are at risk because we all are exposed to sunlight or other carcinogenics. A flight across the US round trip is like being exposed to 80 x-rays. Parents who are concerned about their kids, so not only will I attach this thing to my husband, but also one day when we have little ones, they will also be using it. People that are at higher risk for skin cancer, and we all want to look younger, we all want to live longer, and we all want to reduce our risk of skin cancer. So we have a very big market. And now Dr. Cox will talk about some of the technical aspects.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jonathan Cox, and I've got a PhD in electrical engineering from MIT, and I work as a researcher at Sandia National Labs. I've been working day and night for the last 6 months to make reigh the easiest to use solution for all of your radiation and ultraviolet monitoring needs. All you have to do is install the app, click on the app, sign up for an account. And by the way, I should mention these are real screenshots of the app that I've written for iPhone, and there's also one for Android today. And it instantly starts searching for your device. So you can click this anywhere. It's just about the size of 2 quarters. It can be made into the size of 1 quarter, depending on manufacturing costs, that type of thing. There's a fully functioning prototype. It's waterproof, it's solar powered, it's indestructible, it's encased in acrylic. So you can use it anywhere, you can take it to the beach. It's got a radiation detector for gamma radiation, it's got a UV sensor, lots of cutting edge technology that nothing else offers. So once it connects in a split second, it's always monitoring the environmental carcinogens that are around you. It's UV, radiation, and it will alert you if you need to get some shade or if you're in a dangerous area. And when you go inside, you'll be able to check your exposure history on the map, on the time chart. And you can see exactly how much you lowered your exposure by using reigh, and this will tell you how much you reduced your risk. But most importantly, reigh allows you to be a part of a worldwide community of users that will build a map of the environmental dangers in your area and around the world. And so you can keep yourself safe, you can know which areas to avoid, and you can help the community and help keep other people safe, including your children. So our business strategy is proven and simple. We're going to build these and sell them with a crowdfunding platform. This will provide us with initial customers, additional monies for testing and refining features, and will allow us to put it on Amazon with fulfillment by Amazon. And with this process, we'll be engaging in a crowdfunding Amazon feedback cycle. So we can test and refine, and we'll be ready to scale up rapidly when the market demand is predicted to accelerate. So in other words, we're following the Pebble Watch strategy. Now, today we're here. This is the market size. But everybody agrees that it's growing at an annual rate of 65%, and in a few short years, it's going to be over $40 billion. So we want to be positioned to take as big a chunk of this market as possible here in New Mexico.
So fight cancer before it hits. Take control of your health with reigh. Thank you.
Manufacturing cost?
So if you make it in large quantities, you can produce it for $25 or less.
As a venture capitalist, I always get nervous when people talk to me about billions of people. For whom is this really, really super important? I know your husband is worried about sun exposure, but there have to be other people that are exposed to gamma rays or X-rays or other things all the time where this might be better than what they currently have. Do you see some key markets where you can help deal with current issues?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a number of them. So on the consumer side, 5 million people in a year in this country alone are treated for skin cancer. But on the industrial, corporate side, there's also a variety of uses. So OSHA has started strictly enforcing rules on exposure to carcinogens like UV and radiation. But the compliance is very complicated. And so what employers do is they say, well, you know what, it's either very expensive to comply with, or they say, you know what, just work 6 hours instead of 8 hours, like if you're a roofer, for example, working in the sun. This allows them to work longer, work safer.
I don't think you got to my specific question. My question is, even if it's 10,000 people, is there a specific market where today, if you walked out there and sold for $100, they'd buy it?
Yeah, and I think that's the best example of somebody who needs that today.
Which would be
people who work, anybody who has got a business where employees work outside or are exposed to other carcinogens, like radioactive carcinogens, medical workers, that sort of type of people.
I can bring my example a little further. My husband is applying for jobs to possibly be working at a power plant, so happy about that. But this would also be a great thing to give him.
Tell me about the participation and roles that your team played.
Yeah, so I did the hardware and software development, and we had a lot of different help from a lot of different angles. So Max over here developed a logo and did the data analysis and sorry, how's it pronounced again? Boris helped with the polling and the consumer feedback. Anna worked a lot on what are the best ways and options to attach this thing. So the prototype has a magnetic attachment, but we worked out some more varied options. And Brian played devil's advocate and helped it ask a lot of great questions and refine this whole presentation. Max, did I mention you?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was really a community effort. I mean, there was a lot of great feedback that came into this. It started with just something made in the garage, right?
And who's your competition?
So this is a new and expanding market. There are people that are interested in this space though. There's a startup in Boston called SunSprite. They're trying to attack the market for people who don't get enough sun exposure and have depression. There have been several projects on Kickstarter which are related, and all has been successful except one. The one was only unsuccessful because they asked for $100,000 on Kickstarter.
Okay. Thank you.